You have seen us walk this trail many times. We have walked this trail many times. Now we're gonna ride this trail. You're behind Helston Regional Airport. Boys with me. Of course, Mac is in the front seat. Ruckus is in the back, where he's got a space. Did this walk this morning. It was, I think, just over a mile and a half all the way around, a full circle, which is good. Not too many hills and valleys, or actually nothing that we're going to have to go into four-wheel drive for. There's a lot of this undulating ground, which is fine. We can deal with that. We are in second gear. Oh, sun. And we barely have gas. And now we're actually going, there's no gas right now. This is all just the engine doing this, which is the fun thing about the 3.6 and all the gearing that comes with it. And that's us. Brakes just to slow it down a little bit so the dogs don't get all tossed over. Going into first. There we go. This right here is a pretty good size hill. This is where we're going to hit most of our rock and roll-ems. We are down in first gear. We are just creeping, which is appropriate using the word creeper, because that is what these gears, this low range, is called the creeper gear. I'm at first. Like I said, the engine is doing itself. That is not me. The engine pulled itself up, which I'm still not doing gas. This up here is the part that I was thinking about, because these ferns are going to be up toward the window because they are so overgrown. And again, we're just in first gear. I can see where the ups and downs are going to be. I'm kind of judging that visually to see what the dogs can and can't handle. So far, Ruckus is fine in the back. Max sitting here, not worried about it. I think we're going to stop here and use the bathroom. You can tell it's getting warm because the mosquitoes are starting to come out, so we're going to get this load going and get out of here. Whoa! And we do that stuff, and it kind of reminds me of why we have a Jeep. Because of that reason alone, we could do that. I could do this in our Tundra. I'd have a little hesitation about it, worried about getting stuck. Big one. Yeah, we're gonna stop. Yeah. All of my Jeeps that we've had over the years obviously could do this. The ZR2 that I had could do this. My Tahoe could, yeah. Well, my Tahoe might be kind of low to the ground, but I could not do this in the Corolla. Yes, I had a Corolla for a couple of years. The thing was so flimsy. It was a great car. It was just so fucking flimsy. It wasn't. I'm just trying to get this back to where we're just creeping along. Almost to the end. Actually, the end's right up there. Whoa, hang on, boys. We're going to go ahead and go down the Veterans Run. This is what we call the Veterans Run here. Give it a little bonus. You know, we did not turn off our Onyx, so that's going to give us a false reading of how far we walked today, but that's all right. We have heard from a pretty reliable source that this has been opened from the ice storm that was this year, March. That's a big rut. All these ruts down here we're going to miss because they're too small for us to enjoy. They're made for, this is a side-by-side trail, usually. mostly side-by-sides coming down here. There's a veterans home for, I don't know, disabled. They're not permanent residents. They're like disabled vets, PTSD, stuff like that. That they come and visit for a weekend or a week. They don't live there permanently. I don't want to say it's a vacation house, but it's somewhere they can go to get away, get into nature, relax for a minute, let the demons try and subside if that's possible at all for them. They're out quite often with their side-by-sides. There's probably, my coworker lives in back about 2 miles from here, and they ride past this house, and he says there's anywhere from 10 to 30. You can only imagine that's quite intrusive. It's a good word for it. But him having his dad be a vet, his uncle was a vet, his brothers were vets, he understands and doesn't voice his displeasure, knowing that the benefit for the people outweigh any annoyance that they may cause, and he's very aware of that. Look up. Oh boy. So they did a good job cleaning this up. Actually, it doesn't look like it was hit that bad. There's not that many. Racist, right? Too many trees that are down. Now this thing, yeah. I'll go ahead and throw some mud up in the air over that. Yep. So this would tell me that there's a lot of trails that were closed earlier this year that are now open, which is good. We, the people that use these trails, buy a lot of gas. If they were smart, they'd be buying a lot of wreck gas, ethanol free. Because that won't gum up your engine, won't gum up your carbs, your injectors. Whereas regular unleaded does. That's a lot of money spent. What was it, $4.69 I think per gallon for wreck gas? Hey, there's a little bit of mud. I'm going slowly because that very well could be nothing but rocks. It's not. So we spin our tires a little bit. Do it again. If we were in first gear, we could cause a little more mud rain. Now here's a big tree that was down. We are parallel with Robinson Road up in northern Emmett County in Pilston. We are headed west. I don't have a directional. Oh, I know where. Oh yeah, I do. West. We have our sunglasses for when we make the turn and go east back home. The sun's up, so it's going to be bright. We've been out since 6:30 this morning, and it is now 7:45. We've missed my wife going to work because because we allowed the gagged a little bit on the walking trail this morning. Honestly, we took the back way in. We didn't go our usual by the highway. There's construction further north I did not want to have to deal with. Which now I'm thinking about it, I am going to have to deal with going home unless I go south. Which you could. Yeah, Ely Road all the way to... I'm sorry, we're going parallel with Ely Road, EOI. Robinson is off to our south. If we go... This is going to dump out on Ely. If we take Ely Bridge west for another half mile, it comes to Ely Bridge Road, which we will do. We could take that down to Robinson, which will take us into Pilston, the back way. That was some good thick mud. You know it's good thick mud when it comes out the same size as your lugs on your tires. I haven't got mudding last year. I haven't mudded this year, obviously, because it was hard to be out in the woods. A lot of trails still are not open. Which we were talking about that yesterday in the last couple weeks over what trails are open, what trails are not open. There's a lot of trails that are around the residential areas that will not be cleaned up because people are going to take advantage of this, not being able to have cars down them. residents will take advantage of it by not clearing that area, so you don't have people driving by. Makes sense. I get it. Absolutely. So we are coming to the end. We are not going to go down Ely Road. I got low bar. Close that. There's going to be one big dip at the end. But all in all, we're glad this is back open. It's always a fun run. We are on Ely Road, so we are going to go down to first gear. Well, that took a little bit more than I thought to get out. See me throwing mud.